Hello everyone, I am Third Mario Brother, and welcome back to Let's Play Sonic Adventure 2. In the last episode, Shadow, Eggman, and Rouge together launched their plan to steal the Chaos Emeralds from this island and blow it up thereafter. However, Rouge, as you guys saw last time, ran into some problems after defeating the Flying Dog boss. She found herself trapped in a safe in Prison Island with all the Chaos Emeralds. So, it is now up to Shadow to save her in just a few minutes' time. As you guys see up there in the top right corner, we've got only 10 minutes to complete this level and to save Rouge. And, fortunately, 10 minutes is more than enough time. I guess Shadow was just really close to Rouge to begin with, but 10 minutes is way more time than you're ever going to need for this level, so fear not if you are a little bit worried by timers, because usually I don't like timed levels in games. I find them very stressful, very tense and stuff like that usually, but when it comes to a timer like this, it's really no big deal, because 10 minutes, more than any human could ever possibly need for this level. So let's go ahead and grab this thing and continue on. And yes, we have to save Rouge, whether it's because we have some kindness somewhere deep down in our hearts, or because she has all the Chaos Emeralds necessary to carry out the plan. Well, that's for you to decide, but there is something human about Shadow somewhere deep inside of him. He is driven, as you guys saw last time, by his memories of that mysterious Barbie doll-looking girl, Maria, who's actually kinda creepy to look at, so I don't know what Shadow's obsession with her is. She doesn't seem human, nor does she seem even sentient. She just seems kinda scary, in my opinion. But either way, we are driven by memories of her, so we shall do whatever it takes to appease her and keep our promise to her. Although, once again, Shadow may have misread it. When she said peace for people on Earth, I don't think she meant destroy the entire population. But you know what, Shadow? That's alright. You go ahead and do that. And the soundtrack to this level, by the way, really fits Shadow's personality. I think it's super dark, it's intense, it has a bunch of barking dogs in the background, which is exactly what I think of immediately when I think of Shadow. But anyway, let's go ahead and take this guy out. The only way... that was bad. But the only way to take those out without taking any damage is to roll into them. And here we have a line of rings. Whatever shall we do? We don't have the light shoes like we did with Sonic. Well, I suppose it's up to fate. Let's jump into this hole that we can't see the bottom of and grab these shoes, the air shoes, which are just like the shoes, whatever they were called, that gave us the Lightspeed Dash with Sonic, so we can do that with Shadow now. Hooray! And it's kind of weird that they would create the ultimate life form and then scatter various upgrades for him around the world. Or maybe that was just a really nice pair of Nikes that somebody left in the forest on their hike one day. Who knows? Either way, let's grab this vine and continue on with the level, because we just got past the part we had to get past, and hey, there was Big the Cat again. I totally forgot about him. Grab the golden beetle and move onward. So destroy this guy. And like I was saying in the last episode, I feel like the dark levels are supposed to be like hard versions of the hero levels or something like that. And this is a good example of that, because it's a little bit more intense than Sonic's version of this level, but we beat it in well under 3 minutes anyway, and it was fairly easy. So there we go, mission 1 cleared, and we are going to save Rouge.
Ultimate victory.
Hey, that's...
That blue hedgehog again, of all places.
I found you, Faker.
Faker? I think you're the fake hedgehog around here. You're comparing yourself to me? Ha! You're not even good enough to be my...
I'll make you eat those words. You can't get away this time. There's only one real Sonic.
Oh man, the voice acting in this game, you gotta love it. I mean, the voice acting itself is good, but the audio production concerning the voice acting, maybe not so much. Voices overlap all the time, and the voices are way too quiet compared to the cutscenes. That was one of the complaints of people when this remake came out, because everybody expected them to raise the levels of the voices so you could hear them over the music in the cutscenes, but unfortunately they didn't. Oh well.
Shadow, what are you doing? Hurry and get back here right now before the island blows up with you on it!
Blows up?
Chaos control!
Shadow, what do you think it's like on Earth?
The professor said his life's work was dedicated to all of those who live down there. He once told that the reason for his existence was making people happy through the power of science.
Shadow.
Maria, I just don't know anything anymore. I often wonder why I was created, what my purpose is for being here. Maybe if I go down there, I will find the answers. Maybe. Maria.
Why so melancholy? That was so unexpected, so unlike you, Shadow, to come and rescue me. But your ability to use the chaos control certainly comes in handy.
You know, I didn't come to save you. I came back for the Chaos Emeralds.
Yeah, but then again, that's not the whole story, is it?
Everything is ready to go.
Are you sure? We only have 6 of the 7 Chaos Emeralds, you know.
It's more than enough for the demonstration. So let's get the show on the road.
Citizens of Earth, lend me your ears and listen to me very carefully. My name is Dr. Eggman, the world's greatest scientist, and soon to be the world's greatest ruler. Now witness the beginning of the greatest empire of all time.
Why are you so upset? Well, that was really impressive. You've managed to create complete havoc on the whole planet. Does this now mean we control the planet and can do as we choose?
At this rate, the cannon will take too much time to charge up. If you want to unleash its full potential, you'll need all 7 Chaos Emeralds.
Where in the world have you been?
Something happened?
Our threats fell on deaf ears.
Look at you, throwing a tantrum like a little kid. How totally embarrassing.
Don't forget your end of the bargain, fat girl. What about that last Chaos Emerald? We had a deal, right? So where is my emerald?
Here you go. I found this.
Why didn't you show me this before? This Station Square saved from a life-threatening missile attack. The city has awarded its famed prize to the boy who saved Station Square. Miles Tails per hour was given the Chaos Emerald as a testament of his heroic deed at a ceremony held at City Hall. This makes things a whole lot easier. Hurry, go back to work and find them fast. I want that Chaos Emerald!
Did you get that?
Soon enough, Maria.
This is Rouge reporting. Currently, I have not been able to confirm if Shadow is the ultimate life form or not. I will continue my research on Project Shadow and have a follow-up report very shortly. Just a reminder, don't forget about my jewels.
So much going on in that cutscene. At the end there, we see that Rouge is still reporting to somebody other than Shadow and Eggman, so we don't know what she's up to exactly. And also, I think it's worth mentioning that in that cutscene, when Rouge brings up the newspaper and Eggman gawks at it because Tails was rewarded the Chaos Emerald for saving Station Square from that giant missile, that's a reference to Sonic Adventure 1. If you remember the end boss of Tails' storyline in that game, was Eggman, and he was planning on shooting a giant missile at Station Squared. Oh my gosh, I love the fact that they threw that back and that that's still, like, all canonical and stuff. It makes it a little bit difficult to piece together all the storylines and parse through all that information, but whatever. We are Rouge in the most phallic car ever. Oh my god, I know those are supposed to be bat ears, but we are just the flying dick of death right now or something. I have no idea. Either way, this is Route 285, I-90, I-511 or something. I really have no idea what route this is, but that, fortunately, is not especially important because all we have to do is catch Tails. It doesn't matter what road we catch him on or where we're going. We don't have to rely on Google Maps to catch him because apparently in the city there's one singular road that goes by different names at different times. But, yes, all we have to do is drive down this one-way street, and man, okay, the more I look at it, the more strange the infrastructure of whatever city this is gets, because, like, we've got pits, we've got lacks of guardrails, we've got jumps that all the other cars go off of, which I think is actually kind of cool, the fact that all these other cars take these jumps as well, which makes it just that much more ridiculous. But we've got windy roads flying up in the sky, we're way above the rest of the city, and this is how people get around here, apparently. People say that driving in New York is terrifying, but this, my friend, is on a whole other level. Not a whole nother level, as I only found out in, like, the past year that apparently that is not grammatically correct. Well, I sort of always intrinsically knew that the phrase a whole nother is not grammatically correct, but I've always said it my entire life, because I guess I've lived in a strange, ignorant area of America or something, in which we don't know how to speak the English. But anyway, we are continuing on with Rouge in her very stylish, you know, she really does need those jewels, so maybe she can get a little better car than this. I don't know, though, it'd be kind of cool to have any sort of go-kart and just ride around like this. You could easily find parking spots in something like this, I am telling you, man. Either way, this tunnel right here, like I said, Dark Story is the hard mode of the hero story, because everything in this level even is showing us how much more difficult the Dark Story is. We've got that tiny little tunnel that we had to go through there, and everything's more windy, and there are a lot more places you can fall off in this version of the level. So, if this isn't evidence as to the fact that the Dark Story is much more difficult than the hero one, then I have no idea what is. Either way, we just passed a checkpoint sort of thing that wasn't really a checkpoint. It was just the painted ground, and it looks like we have come to the end of the level, so let's go ahead and drive down here straight. And I hope we got the A rank on this one, because I managed to get the A rank without even practicing like a couple of weeks ago, so I hope that skill has remained. And this time Tails is flying instead of driving, and we've caught him. But in all these cutscenes where Tails is flying the tornado, he's red instead of yellow, and isn't that like the weirdest thing? Why is that? I don't understand, Tails. Why? I know you're just now hitting puberty, but you don't have to be rebellious and dye your fur either way. That's all for this episode of Let's Play Sonic Adventure 2, so thanks for watching, and make sure to tune in next time when Shadow's gonna catch up with Tails.